I was 17, I told my father I wasn't going to be taking over his churches. We sat down and I just said, I'm not taking over, and he said, okay, and there wasn't a whole lot of conversation about it. I mean, a lot of unspoken, just, it was nothing to say. It was intense. I always had a deep desire that was bigger than myself to come to America. And I knew, a deep intuitive knowing, like, this is where I was going to be. And this is where my destiny was. And look in the back of the magazine, it says the American government is giving away 55,000 green cards in the green card lottery. I hear this American voice on the other line that says, we can't believe it, 55,000 people, and you've won. I'm calling to tell you that you've won a green card. I remember though, in that moment of jumping around and celebrating, I remember hearing this internal sort of voice that said, well, why are you so surprised? I was supposed to take over. So it's the first time everyone's going to see me since I was 16. So I haven't been back to Ghana since. So me going back to Ghana is a huge deal. I was a fat kid. At 12, I got so pissed off with being teased. I came home, threw my bag on the wall, and I went running around the park. One time around this park where I grew up. And the next day I went 3 times. And I did that for like a year. And then I remember I came back after the summer and we did a race and I beat everyone. And everybody was like, what happened to him? For about a decade, I started running 6 miles a day. And it went from being purely a physical thing to lose weight, and then I became like an outrageous sports person. I was swimming, playing tennis, captain the tennis team, captain the swimming team, captain the football team, playing rugby. I was doing everything. Captain the cricket. I couldn't even play cricket, they just made me captain of cricket. What running gave me for such a long time was the mental gift of disciplining myself. Because every day I hated running. For 10 years, every day I hated going. But I did it every single day. I could probably count on these amount of fingers from 12 to 26 how many times I missed a day running. And it's just a mental discipline thing. And that groove of discipline has been such a gift because I can apply that anywhere. Like, life has different seasons and you're going to go through different things in life. Snow, hail, wind, relationship challenges, business challenges, this and that it became a metaphor to just work with my mind to be able to run in the different seasons of life. Every time I wouldn't want to run. And I would just bring it back. Say, okay, I'm gonna go run right now. And I would take that first step and I'd just start running. And I'd feel amazing afterwards. And it was always those days when I was like this close to not running. I would tell myself, these are the days when it counts. Because anyone can run when they feel like running. But today, I don't feel like running, and I'm like this close to, I can miss a day. And all it takes is like one day, and then that one day leads to the next day, and that one day, next day leads to the next day, which leads to the next day. It's just that 1 degree that kind of makes a difference over time between like mediocrity and, let's say, greatness. So I would just discipline myself, just that 1 degree every day. And I was just tired. I'd been going around for about 2.5 months. One day I basically collapsed outside of a temple, the Mahabodhi temple in India. And I was so tired I just like collapsed there. And I saw this one particular beggar. He was the only one sitting down. And I started looking at him. And I realized he was the only one sitting down, but he was also singing. And what was amazing was he was a blind man. And I thought, wow, this guy's singing his heart out, singing praises to God, and the guy's blind. And then I looked closely, and this guy's playing the drums, and he had arms that were like stumps, but he was using the stumps of his arms to play the drums. And the only reason he was the only beggar sitting down was because his legs were deformed, and they were crooked, and they were basically all, messed up. And he was handicapped, blind, no hands, no legs, and here he is just singing his heart out, singing his song with such a intense, devotion, like with everything. He was just like, he wasn't holding on, there was no shame there. this guy has every reason to not sing. I felt like I was more of a beggar than he was. You know, here he is giving what he's got, giving his gifts, giving his whatever he has, he's giving it. And here I am with everything, you know, and I didn't feel like I was really giving a whole lot. When I'm not giving my heart and giving my love and giving my gift, I'm begging from life, you know. And I went up to him and I knelt down and I said to a translator, you know, how do you manage every day to come here and just sing? And he looked at me and even though he had no eyes, it was as though I felt him look straight through me and straight into my soul. And he just said to the translator, what else is there to do?